Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Gabriel Visiontoon Lamette. I'm so happy that you joined me for the end of this week where we've been focused on things regarding children and youth. We started off with the Developing Youth segment at the beginning of the week for the Motivated Monday piece, where we talked about getting in there and being an influence on the children and youth that are around us. And then on Wednesday, I touched on my personal goal of hoping that I can be able to help Grayson be able to make better health decisions than I did growing up so that he has a really good chance at a better quality of life. Again, as I said, I hope he will listen because they can do whatever they want to do as being individuals, but I want to give him the tools for success. So for closing our week out for the Spotlight Saturday segment, I wanted to go ahead and spotlight a young person, and I'm really excited because this teenager I've known for about the last 4 or 5 years, and I've seen the development of what he's able to do, and I just have to admit it, my mind is blown by the talents that this young person possesses. And the person I'm talking about is a youngster by the name of Brian Nolden. Now, Brian Nolden, I feel as though the sky is going to be the limit for him because he possesses so many different types of talents within the arts, and I can't wait for you to see what he's able to show you his capabilities are. So, Brian, I'm turning it over to you.
Hi, I'm Brian Nolden. I'm 16 years old, and I'm here to tell you about my love for the different kinds of arts. Um, First off, I'm going to start with drawing. I've been drawing for as long as I can remember. I remember when I was in middle school, I used to draw random things I saw in the hallway in a notebook that you use for a composition notebook. So it's doodles basically. So I would do that all the time. In 2016 or a couple years ago, I got my first sketchbook, which was I still have it. It was like a big sketchbook, and I just drew in it for hours and hours. And then 2 years following after that, I kept on drawing, filling up the sketchbooks as fast as I can. And it would be cartoons back then, but I've been really into realism lately because, I don't know, just capturing the essence of real life, even if they're older photos, real life events, is awesome to me. I draw because it's a way to escape reality and make time go by fast. When I get into drawing, I don't focus on everything else. I don't focus on school. I don't focus on people around me. I focus on the piece of artwork that I'm working on right now. I am focused on the way that it looks, the way I'm going to present it, the way the shading works with the certain light that I have. It's an escape. It's a way that I can just be. It's a way to just sit there and exist. I usually, as of nowadays, I usually draw portraits of people that inspire me because it's a way for me to show my love and my appreciation and inspiration that they give me. I admire them, so why not draw them in their everyday life? Because most of the time it's musicians, and when you see famous musicians, a lot of people just see them as not as people. They're higher beings. But by capturing them in their regular state as a human, it's really cool that it's a nice way to make them more human for myself, where they're on a page and they're just being them. What inspires me to draw? I kind of touched on that a little bit. I really love classic rock stars and people that usually inspire me. I have a lot of pictures of the Beatles, and I have one of Tom Petty, and my personal favorite, one of George Harrison, that is on the screen right now. As you can probably see, I really like the Beatles, and they've inspired me to play music. I fell in love with the Beatles around the same time I met my best friend, and that was something that connected us together, and I have been with him ever since. He could play guitar like no one else I've ever seen. He played all the blues stuff from the 50s, and then he would go over and do Eric Clapton from the 80s. He was astonishing, and he inspired me to learn, and I would learn simple riffs, just and go from there. I haven't had any lessons, and I would just learn as many songs as I could, as many Beatles songs, and then we would play together over the phone as best as we could because of the delay in time. My favorite member of the Beatles is George Harrison, and he's inspired me in such indescribable ways. The way that he put his soul into those songs, and the way that he just cared about everything and loved everybody, and how he incorporated that into his music, it was mind-melting. And I aspire to be as symbolic and as philosophical as he was. And he also inspired me to learn more rhythm guitar. Like, one of his most famous ones that you probably, like, Just My Sweet Lord. It's such a simple song with such a powerful meaning, and I aspire to make songs with that much of a powerful meaning. I taught myself guitar. Again, I've had 0 lessons. I would literally just go through, like, listening songs in my playlist, and I would maybe hear one with, like, a really cool riff in the background, and I would try and find tabs to learn it, or I usually just pick it up by ear and go from there. I also play bass guitar, which I really enjoy, and I got into bass guitar from a bass player I really enjoy. His name is Daniel Curcio. He's the bass player for another band I really enjoy, Palais Royale. Though he's super fast when it comes to just, without a pick, just finger picking on the bass, and the way that he feels the music when he's up on stage. I love it. And so he inspired me to play bass, and it's one of the coolest instruments I know, because yes, 6-string guitar is really cool. You can do a lot of stuff and, like, inspiring tunes on it, but the bass is like the backbone of the music, and it's the part of the music that makes you feel what it's about. And so learning bass was just awesome, and I have big plans to start a band. It's gonna happen. Me and my best friend are gonna find our way. When I'm on stage, whether it's a scene I'm doing for my drama class, or a one-act play I'm doing, or even just singing and playing songs out of the Renaissance Fair for people who enjoy it, or even a musical or a play, I feel this euphoria of just completing something that wonderful and performing it for other people to see. Because throughout the show, you can hear they're laughing. You can feel they feel what's in the show. You connect with the audience when you're on stage. When I'm on stage, and I love being a character and just getting out of my headspace, and just away and being this totally other person and make people laugh or make people feel sad or feel emotions, because it's a powerful tool that's just something I love. And of course, the applause. After every show, when I walk out for bows and you hear the applause as you bow down, it's one of the greatest feelings ever. I got into theater a few years back. I saw this crappy show production of Phantom of the Opera. It was a house-written show, and I decided I wanted to do that. I wanted to be on stage. I wanted to act. I wanted to do that. So I tried out for shows until I got a part. And once I got a part, even though it wasn't a big part. It was the start of something that I haven't left for years. And it grew into something that's part of me. The best parts in plays are the characters you get to play. The emotions that you feel or that you get into when you're playing that character. I was Mr. Bingley, Charles Bingley, in Pride and Prejudice at my high school, and just getting into the space of portraying love on stage and making it real and just like a realistic thing. It was awesome. It was amazing. And then when people would come up to me after the show and be like, "Wow, you were really good," or during Sherlock Holmes, which was a play that we did as well, I got complimented on my British accent, saying that I sounded exactly like I was from Britain. And one of the worst parts of musicals and plays are quick changes. That's when you have to change fast from one costume to another in a small amount of time to get back on stage. That's one of the worst parts. Or when, like, in a musical, when the song is delayed, like, it doesn't go on as soon as you're supposed to, and you're just sitting there waiting. But one of the best parts of musicals for me is the dancing. And ever since I did my favorite show, American Idiot, I can't go back to simple, like, little steps. I have this need for excessive dancing, for stuff that wow the crowd, and it makes me feel good when I do it. It's not like running. When I run, it's not the same euphoric feeling. Because when I'm dancing to music that I enjoy, it's a way to get exercise. Two, it's just a way to express yourself and express the way that you feel to that music. And in American Idiot, which is a play written by Billy Joe Armstrong, the lead singer of Green Day. It was amazing. It was one of the best show, probably the best show that I've done. And yeah. Thank you for watching. My name is Brian Nolden, and if you want to talk to me about the Beatles, because I will totally talk to you about them, or just anything that I've said, my Instagram handle is Brian with an I .loves_George for obvious reasons, and hope you have a good rest of your day.
So, as I promised, Brian is absolutely amazing and off the hook. I mean, his artwork is way better than most people's artwork that I've seen, including my own. Like, Brian is incredible. So what I would actually want to do is say this. If you are someone who loves art and you might be interested in having Brian do some artwork for you, go ahead and look to get in contact with him, because I really believe his artwork style is absolutely incredible. The attention to detail is fantastic, and there's a lot that he will be able to offer you as far as creativity is concerned. Then also, if you are a part of theater or music or film and you're looking for someone that has true good raw talent that can be developed, definitely go ahead and contact Brian, because I believe Brian's future is bright, and it's great if you're able to get the opportunity to be a part of the beginning of his journey, because his journey is just now starting, and I think that the things that he's going to be able to do are just going to be able to change the industry. That's my personal opinion of the talent level of Brian. So thank you guys for joining me for this Spotlight Saturday segment. Please make sure that you hit a subscribe and a like on this this video, go ahead and share it with those that you know might be looking for someone that has young, good, raw talent. Go ahead and forward this video to them. I would love to see Brian be able to go to the next level, and it's going to take somebody opening a door, and it might be someone like you. Also, what I want to say is make sure you tune in for next week, because we've got a lot of really good subject matter that's on the plate, and you're not going to want to miss it. So thank you guys so much for joining me for this segment and getting a chance to meet my dear friend Brian. And Brian, I think I need to have you kind of finish this video out with just showing some of your singing skills.